All right, in my last update, I showed Bitcoin's pump ring, and yesterday it came up and got rejected clean. But unfortunately, today it has crossed the ring. Now, that BLX chart does not, it only adds one candle a day, but I love it for long term charting. But as you can see, we have crossed the pump ring. And I think we're going to go to the moon, probably around 45K. I still find it tough to find this bullish because every chart but Bitcoin is doing exactly what I would think it would do in a bearish scenario. On a push up, 45K I have on quite a few charts where there's going to be heavy resistance. I think if it is going to use this pump ring and pump though, it might want to consolidate sideways and down before taking off. If it can get past this red ring here, it'll have resistance up at 46.9. But if you were following me on Twitter back when they released some Binance ZZ news, I pointed out before this drop that we could catch a bounce down here because this was a bearish move and the target was up around 39.4 and it has overextended, crossed the pump ring. But a lot of times a bearish foundation, even when they overextend, do come right back down. You can see right here, we kind of put in a bullish Gartley and then got a pump. That's what you want to see before a pump. You don't want to see a little bearish move and then a pump. Total market is going to have major resistance, not much farther ahead, around 1.594. And I think it could come slightly higher than that. Now, I want to go over some altcoins. I don't think Altseason is going to start until we cross and get support on 484 billion. But as of right now, to even get there, altcoins are not in a good position here. They're going to have to close a daily above this red line and then get support and then make a push at that. But as of right now, they've been rejected, and I could definitely see them come all the way back down, possibly a 24% drop. XRP, it's still nothing really has changed from my XRP analysis, except now that Bitcoin has crossed that pump ring, it might change things a little bit. Depending on Bitcoin, it's going to have to hold that ring and continue up, but really I don't see Bitcoin coming much higher than 50.7 for this year, so it's going to have to prove me wrong, and the Dow is going to have to get above that area of resistance. But XRP BTC, just like I have shown, is continuing to drop. So let's say Bitcoin is just going to move sideways and down like I showed. I still expect XRP to be tied to Bitcoin until around December 13th. And don't know how low Bitcoin will go, but if it comes down to 30K, XRP is still going to get slaughtered. The DXY, I think the DXY is still in a very bullish position. If the markets are bearish or bullish and DXY is bearish, you're going to want to see DXY come to about 104.315 and get rejected. But if DXY pumps past that and gets above this 105.138, I think it's going to move quickly up to 108.7 all the way up to possibly 111. So it's going to be interesting what the Dow does, because the Dow runs the markets, and if the Dow crashes, Bitcoin and all of crypto is coming down with it. But I just wanted to give an update since we have crossed a very critical ring, and it has been plenty bullish in the past. You can see when it crosses, and sometimes it crosses and it'll dip back down, but it'll end up coming on up. I mean, really, since the beginning of these rings is when we crossed and took a while, but ever since it pumps when it crosses these rings, so I'm keeping an eye on that. But I'd say around 35K, if we get past that, there's a chance to push to probably around 46.9, and I would assume there's going to be quite a bit of shorts in this area waiting if it can get that high already. But I'm watching for a sideways and down movement if the Dow can manage to stay in this area and not crash. That's it.